What up, Ninja Clan, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. I am, as always, your host, the Atomic Ninja G, and today I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend himself, Daddy Louie.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to some Lorcana.
Lorcana! That's right, it is Lorcana Day. Lorcana Day, Lorcana Day, it is Lorcana Day. Because, it's a Disney game, so we're going to
Right,
sing.
we need a song. Yep, we do.
Exactly, yeah. Um, That's totally what we should do. We should record ourselves a song and use it as our intro song.
There you go. We need a Disney
There you
princess
go.
song for Lorcana.
Oh, I will get to work on that right away. But before then, um, tell us what deck you're playing today, sir.
I'm playing a deck that I call Bad to the Bone. It is Amber Amethyst.
Ooh, bad to the bone. That's probably not how that song goes, but in my head, that's exactly how it sounds.
It's pretty close. You're not far off.
Okay. And today I am playing a deck that I have played before with slight modifications. So I am playing a Steel Emerald deck. You guys may know this as One Shot, but this deck is One Shot 2.0. That's right, it's One Shot with a few modifications. I took some things out, I put some things in. It's going to be fun.
I'm excited.
So am I. This could be really good or really bad. Okay. I'm going to drop my dice off the table. Oh, I rolled a 5.
Ooh, let's see. I also rolled a 5.
Oh, okay. Let's roll again.
And I rolled a 5 again.
I rolled a 3, so you get to choose.
I will let you go first.
Oh, look at that. You lovely, lovely man. I'm going to mulligan 2.
I might keep my hand and just kind of see, like, what happens, to be honest.
Uh-oh.
It's probably not a good idea, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna
see,
keep it anyway.
the last time you said that, you annihilated me. So, change your hand. Change the entire hand now.
The theme this week for me is I'm just modifying all of the starter decks.
Okay.
I mean, I shouldn't say modifying them, right? I'm using the colors that match the starter deck colors, but I'm trying to make something brand new so that people can see,
Yeah,
within the colors how much diversity there is.
that was not a successful mulligan.
There seems to be a theme here with that too, with you. You never seem to have
Yeah.
good, successful mulligans.
No, it's that kind of like, and I mean, you're going to find out once we start playing, so it's fine. I can never mulligan into one cost characters,
Yeah.
which is thoroughly irritating. Because I purposely, when I design decks, I purposely put one cost characters in there so that I can play first turn, but I can never, ever draw them. Am I going first?
You are going first.
Alright. I am going to ink. Sorry, face down apparently. I'm going to ink Megara.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Let's draw. We are going to ink Maleficent Sorceress. We are going to exert that ink to play Maleficent Biding Her Time.
Uh-oh.
So she's a 1/1, but quests for 2. And it is your turn.
That's just insane.
It's an insane card.
It is an insane card. Oh, well, look at that. We don't have what we need. Okay. Ugh. I'm going to ink Hercules.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 2. And I'm going to play Stolen Scimitar. So
All
it
right.
is an item card. It's going to stay on the board. It has slash. So I exert this card. Chosen character gets +1 strength this turn. If
Okay.
that character is named Aladdin, it gets +2.
Got it.
Right. I'm going to put this... I was going to put it there, and then I realised that's my discard. So
Yeah.
let's pop
Maybe
it down
don't
here.
do that.
Yeah. And it's your turn.
All right. Ready, set, draw. I'm going to ink Elsa. And then I'm going to spend 1 to play a second Maleficent Biding Her
No.
Time.
Oh my
And
days.
the first Maleficent will quest for 2. He's on the board, ladies and gentlemen. And it's your turn.
Uh, I will ready. I will set nothing, but I will draw. Okay, I'm going to now ink a sword and scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
What were the statues? 1/1.
1/1. Yep.
I'm gonna spend 3. I'm gonna. Do you know what? I'm gonna do what this deck was designed to do. It's a one shot. It's a reckless, carefree deck. So I'm gonna play Yago.
Yeah. Oh,
You
I
got a
hate that card.
problem.
I hate that card.
So you got a
Uh,
problem. You can exert this card, and chosen character gains reckless during the next turn, which means they cannot quest and they must challenge if able.
mm-hmm.
And it is your turn, sir.
Yep. All right. Ready, set, draw. All right. I'm gonna ink. I'm gonna ink Be Our Guest,
Hmm.
and then I'm going to spend those 3 to play Maleficent, Sorceress. She has an ability called Cast My Spell. When you play this character, you may draw a card. So I'll draw a card.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. I just want you to know how sorry I am.
Oh, please.
Maleficence will quest for 4, which puts me to
You want
6.
6? Good grief, man. It's only turn 3.
I know. It's your turn.
Is there any point? Alright, I'm already all set. I will draw. Why are you sorry? It makes me worried that you're sorry. Right.
There's a reason this deck is called Bad to the Bone. I don't know if you're
I feel
noticing a
like,
theme here with the characters that I've played.
yeah. Yeah, I don't like that deck. Yeah. What is your big bad Maleficent stats?
Oh, she's just a 2/2.
A 2/2?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I
Yep.
guess that's not so bad.
No, her whole shtick is that she basically replaces herself because you play her and then draw a card. So
Yeah.
playing her is always good because you're always going to get a card back when playing her.
I don't like you. I just don't like how you make me think. It hurts my head.
Oh no, not thinking.
My weakness. I'm gonna ink Christoph. It pains me to do so, but I am going to do it.
Okay.
And then, all right. First things. See, you're excited about the next card, and that makes me very nervous. I'm gonna exert Yago to play. You got a problem?
Yep.
And I'll play it on one of your already exerted, your 2 questy ones.
Yep.
Let's move Yago over there, just to stop you from questing.
Yep.
So at least that'll slow you down a little, tiny, teeny, weeny bit. And then,
One thing I really like about this game over a game like Magic is that everything that you do on your turn can be done in any order that you want. It doesn't have the phases
oh
like
yeah,
Magic does, which I
yeah,
really like about this game. Makes for some cool
okay,
combos.
it does. I'm gonna spend 3 because I need to get stuff out and do stuff, but you're excited about stuff, and that worries me. I'm gonna spend 3 and play Peter Pan.
Oh, great.
Uh, oh, good. You're not excited. Fantastic. So Peter Pan is a 3/2 character, and he has evasive, which means you can only hit him if you yourself have evasive or a card that allows you to do so.
Here's a
And then I'm going to let you have a turn.
Oh, great. All right. I will
Yeah,
ready
I know, right? I'm so nice.
and set and draw. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're not. Don't lie to me.
All right, so first things first, Maleficent will challenge Iago
Uh-huh.
because she has
She
to.
does one. She's 1-1, right?
She is a 1/1. Yep.
That's fine.
Then this Maleficent is going to exert to sing a song, Friends, on the other
Oh,
side, to draw two
uh-huh.
cards. One,
Yeah.
two. Oh
This
boy.
this is this is already very bad.
Uh, I'm going to ink
Oh.
the Queen, Wicked and
Yeah.
Vain.
You're Amethyst Amber, right?
Yes.
Yeah, see, my brain is now kicked into gear, and it's now thinking about what cards you might have in this deck, given what you've played so far.
One, I will play another Maleficent biding her time.
Right?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
And then I'm gonna pay another one to play Lilo making a wish.
Yep.
And then this Maleficent
Uh,
will quest for 2, which puts me at 8.
it does to
Um,
my big fat 0.
and then I will pass you the turn.
Ah,
I'll
gee,
let you play
thanks.
now. Yep, no problem.
I'll let you play. Alright, I will ready, set, cry into my milk, and draw. I don't like your cards, and I believe they should all die. Uh, right. Lilo's a 1-1, right?
Yes. She's basically does the exact same thing that
Yeah.
Maleficent does.
See, and okay, this is the dilemma. For those of you watching at home, this is the dilemma I have right now, okay? Because I want to clear your board, because you have a lot of too low characters, which means the more of those I let you have on the board, the quicker
Yep.
you're going to ramp up low.
Yes.
The problem is, I am fully expecting you to have a blue flamed headed numpty in your deck, which means if I kill them all off, you are just going to play that thing and bring them all back.
But if you don't kill them, then you're
You
going
may
to
as well just, yeah.
lose.
Yeah. And if I do get rid of them, I'm probably still going to lose. Okay, the time for talk is over. I'm going to exert Yago to
Yep.
play. You got a problem?
Big
And I will
problem.
place it on one of your Maleficents, please. One of the 2 questy ones, not the big, beefy one at the end.
I'm going to assume that you don't want me to do it on the exerted one.
Yeah, good call. Yes, put it on the one that has to do something. Well, not that it matters, right? Because you would ready everything, and then she would exert again anyway.
Unless you challenge her with Peter Pan,
Oh, this is also true. Shush.
which is what you should do. Okay.
Or should I? Should I? Because you're telling me to do it, and
I mean, if you want me to quest for 7 next turn, that's totally fine. I'm good with that.
I want you to quest for 0, and we're gonna see if we can make that happen. A little part of me is very sad that I'm doing this. I am going to ink Aladdin. Giving me 5 ink. Okay. I am then going to challenge your too low Maleficent with Peter
Yep.
Pan.
She does
She's going to
1
do
damage
1
back.
Okay. Then I am going to spend 1 ink to fire the cannons at Lilo.
Yep.
And then I'm going to spend 3 to smash the other Maleficent.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give you a turn.
Why, thank you. That was
You are so welcome.
well played, sir. Well played. Ready,
Well,
set,
we'll see.
draw.
We'll see.
Okay, I'm going to ink Simba. Maleficent will challenge
Yago, because Peter's evasive.
Iago. And then I will spend all 5 of my
Yeah. This is what I'm afraid of.
to play the Queen, Wicked and Vain. The Queen has an ability. She's a 4/5. She only quests for 1, but she has an ability that says, I summon thee. And it just lets me exert her to draw a card.
Yep.
So she is a card drawing machine, at least while she doesn't have, you got a problem.
Yep. Which, what does she hit? What does she hit with?
4. She's a 4/5.
She hits. Holy guacamole. Okay.
Yeah. And that is the end of my turn.
I will. Ready, set, draw. I'm going to ink Megara.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to spend 3. And you know what? Do you know what? I'm going to sing a song.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm going to sing a song.
No, I don't want to know what Mother knows.
I feel like...
I don't want to know what Mother knows.
I feel like I want to sing an ode to my mother because my mother knows best.
Great.
Yeah. Bye-bye, Queenie. Come back. See you next turn. And I will quest for 2, finally giving myself some lore.
Great.
And now wonderful. You can have a turn.
All right. Thanks. Thanks very much.
I feel good about that turn. That might be my favorite turn of the entire game.
Yeah, I bet. I bet it was. I bet it was. What are Iago's stats? Is he a 2/4?
He's a 1/4. Technically, he's a 1/2. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, that's why I played him when you had the Maleficents on, because they did 1/1, and I was like, he does enough damage to take them out. If they were like a 1/2, I probably would have played something else.
Well, I'll exert 5, and I will play my queen again.
No.
And it's your turn. Not what I wanted to play, but based on the cards in my hand, I don't have a choice.
Okay, I don't want to, but I think the position we're in, we kind of have to. I'm going to spend 3 to smash the queen, so she takes 3 damage.
Okay.
And then you would have to... Okay, I'm going to quest with Peter.
Mm-hmm.
Giving me 3 low. And I'm going to let you take a turn. That's what I'm going to do.
All right. Ready, set, draw. I'm going to use her ability to draw a card.
Oh, no. Hashtag instant regret.
I'm going to spend 4.
Yeah.
To play Hades, Lord of the Underworld.
There he is. There's my boy.
However, you will be surprised to know that the card I'm going to bring back is that Maleficent.
Huh?
Simply so that I can ink her.
Uh-oh.
And that's it. Your turn.
Okay. Quick question. Just so I know how much regret that needs to be in my soul right now. Is Hades the card you just drew from her being, the queen being there?
No. I drew Hades.
No? Okay.
Yes.
No. Yes. Okay.
Because I realized I drew 2 cards that turn.
Okay.
One from her and one from that.
Yeah. Okay. I will ready, set, and draw. And what are Hades' stats?
3/2.
3/2? Okay, that's not so bad. Okay. And it's just when you play him, you draw a card, right?
Yeah, you bring something back to your hand.
Okay, I'm going to spend 3. I'm going to play Kristoff.
Yep.
He's a 3/3. Quests for 2.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to exert Iago to play You Got a Problem? On Hades.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to challenge the Queen with Peter Pan. He's a 3/2 character. Yep, she'll take him out, but she is also gone.
Yep.
For I do not like her on the board. And it is your turn.
Okay. Let's see. Ready, set, draw. You're gonna like this.
I doubt it.
I'm going to ink Dr. Facilier.
Yeah, that's a lot of ink.
I'm going to spend 7 to play Dr. Facilier, Agent Provocateur. He has Into the Shadows. Whenever one of your characters is banished in a challenge, you may return that card to your hand. So Hades will challenge Iago.
Yep, he'll do 1 damage to you. And how much is he doing to me? 2? 3?
3.
There's 3? Yep. Iago's gone.
And that is the end of my turn.
What are the stats on your Dr. Facilier? Sorry.
He is a 4/5.
A 4/5?
Well, he costs 7, so...
What is it with you and your 4/5 characters? Okay. And Hades has an attack of 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not kind. Do you know that? You're just so mean. Alright. I just dislike how much stuff you have on the board. I will challenge Hades with Kristoff. He's a 3/3 character. So he will take him out, and Hades will also take me out.
And Dr. Facilier lets Hades go back to my hand.
Oh! Okay.
Unless you don't want to do that.
Okay, it's totally up to you. Could I take that back a second? Because I just realized what I did.
Absolutely.
Is that okay? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, before that, I'm going to pay 3 to sing Mother Knows Best. To send Facilier to your hand, and then I'm going to take out Hades.
Alright.
Sorry, yes.
No worries.
I did it, and I was like, hang on, why is this not working? It's like, oh yes, because I should have sung first. My apologies.
No worries.
And I did that, YouTube world, to show you the importance of paying attention during your turns.
Yep, that was totally on
moment.
purpose.
Yeah, we like to educate here on this channel. I like you guys to know when I get schooled. And it's your turn, sir.
Okay. Ready, set, draw. I'm going to ink Yzma.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to exert all 8 of my ink to play my boss monster, the King of Olympus, Hades.
I quit.
So Hades is a 6/7. He quests for 1, but he has an ability called Sinister Plot. This character gets +1 lore for each other villain you have in play. Now, I currently have no other villains because you have seen to it that every villain played is...
dead, yep.
Right.
Sorry, banished. Sorry, it's Disney. I apologize.
So now it's your turn.
Alright. What I will say is, yes, I have seen to it that every other villain has been banished. However, I have done so at great cost.
You have no cards in your hand.
Whacker. I am top decking, my friend. What are the stats on your Hades, sorry?
6/7.
6/7! I didn't think my voice could get this high. Okay. Oh, there are words and stuff and jazz. Okay. You, sir, can have your turn.
All right. Ready, set, draw. I might as well. I'm going to spend all 8.
Oh, no. Don't you dare.
To play your friend and mine, the King of Olympus, Hades.
Oh my days.
And then this Hades will quest for 2, since there is now a villain on the board.
Okay.
It's your turn.
I need everyone at home to understand a couple of things right now. Number one, Hades. Just in general, in the whole pantheon of not just Disney villains, but the whole pantheon of Disney characters as a whole, Hades is like in my top 3. Okay? I think that character is just freaking awesome. Thing number 2 you all have to understand. That particular Hades card is one of my personally most desired cards in the set. Okay, I really want that card. I have not been able to get my hands on a gift set at all. That card is the number 1 reason I want the gift set. And I've not been able to pull him from any of the limited amount of packs I've been able to get. So the fact that we are now sitting here, and I'm facing 2 of them.
And now you get to see how good it is, and it will increase your desire to get one of your own.
Oh, I don't want 1 of my own. I want 4 of my own. Let's be very clear on that. Okay, I will ready, set, and draw. That's not a Mother Knows Best. Okay. 7, for pity's sake.
Yeah, 14
Right,
health total between the 2. It's a lot of health.
That's just... That's a lot of insurance. I so sad. Right, okay, let's do this. I'm gonna spend 5.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is actually gonna work, that's the problem. Okay. You let me know how this, because I don't know if this is actually gonna work. So I'm gonna spend 5 because I have to play the character first. So I'm gonna play Beast Wolfsbane. Okay?
Yep.
He is a 4/4 character, quest for 2. He has Rush, which means he can challenge the turn he's played. He also has Roar, so when you play this character, exert all opposing damaged characters. None of your characters are damaged, so that's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Now, okay, no, it's okay. It should work. So I play this character. This character may challenge the turn they are played, but it doesn't say it has to challenge the moment it is played. Because what I'd like to do is exert Stolen Scimitar to give him +1 to his attack.
Yep.
So that does work. I've answered my own question. So it's not immediately, it's just I've played him. I'm going to use this to give him +1 to give him 5. And then he is going to challenge your exerted Hercules. Exerted Hades for 5.
Okay.
And he's going to do 4 back.
Yes.
Yep. He's instantly going to kill Beast. However, I'm happy at the fact that you were down a bit. And then it's your turn.
All right. Ready, set, draw. Oh boy, that's literally exactly the card that I wanted. Literally, like,
that's not what I want to hear.
It's the perfect card. All right, so I'm gonna spend 4. All right, and I'm gonna play Hades, Lord of the Underworld.
Oh no!
And I'm gonna bring back Maleficent.
Oh, okay. That is not who I thought you were gonna bring back.
I'm then going to spend 1.
Yeah.
To play Maleficent.
Yeah.
And then just for giggles, I'll spend 2 to play a Lantern. Lantern is an item. It says it has an ability called Birthday Lights. I can exert it to pay 1 less for the next character I play.
Good. Good. That's just wonderful, isn't it?
And then each Hades will quest for 4.
That's in 4 each?
Yep, because he has a base of 1.
Holy
and then he gets 1 for each villain.
18.
So 1, 2, 3. So that makes him 4. And then he gets the same. 1, 2, 3. which makes him 4. So I
Yeah.
quest for 8, which puts me at 18.
18. Yeah. All right. Sorry, is it my turn?
Oh, did you want to play? Yeah, it's your turn.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I will ready, set, and draw. Oh, I think I'm having a mental breakdown. Okay. I mean, there is very little to nothing I can do to stop you. But just for my own personal peace of mind and satisfaction, I'm gonna play 3 or spend 3 to play Christoph.
Yep.
Christoph, I've just realised is drying off, so he actually can't do anything. So that takes away some of my enjoyment for this turn. And I just realised how pointless that was. And then, I feel bad. I feel like I've been really rough on you. I feel like I've been very embittered towards you. You have obviously had really good pulls. You've got 2 of those Hades. You've got a 3rd Hades, which isn't as good as the Mountain Olympus one, because he's not, King of Olympus, but he is Lord of the Underworld, so he's still very important. And I don't want us to go away feeling like we're not friends anymore. I don't want us to go away feeling like our relationship has been tarnished or been affected by this game. And I find the best way to stop that thing from happening, to stop rifts from occurring, is to be jolly and excited with each other. And usually you can do that by singing a song. So I'm going to spend 3 to sing my parting song. That mother knows best.
And you want to return this Hades, right? This one?
No, I'd like to return the undamaged King of Olympus.
Are you sure you don't want to do this one here?
I really don't think it matters. But my choice, yes, but I would like to reduce the amount of Kings of Olympus that you have.
Understood.
Because now you only quest for like 5 bajillion instead of 10 bajillion,
This is true. This is true.
Yeah. And I mean, that's all my ink spent, so I guess it's your turn.
All right. Well, then I will ready, set, and draw. Okay. Well, let's see us out, shall we? So I will tap Lantern to make the next character I play cost 1 less. So for 2, I will play Dr. Facilier.
Yeah.
And then for 6, I will shift this Hades into the Hades that you just made me come back to my hand.
Oh.
And then because she started the game strong, I'm going to let her finish the game. My MVP, Maleficent, will quest for 2, which puts me at 20.
Yeah. Well done, sir. In the words of Pain and Panic from the movie Hercules, we're not worthy. We are worms. We're not worthy. Oh, well done.
Good game.
Done, sir.
Good game.
That was incredible. Your deck is the kind of deck that I would love to be able to build if I could get my hands on cards.
And I had, for the record, I do have, I think I have 4 of that Hades in this deck.
Really?
I do, yeah. I have 4 of both Hades. So this whole deck, with the exception of Lilo, Simba, Elsa, and Rafiki, is all villains, hence the
villain. Yep.
The bad to the bone. This is definitely a villain-centric. So I will say the problem with this Hades, is that he's so expensive and he's uninkable. So while I did win, there was several moments throughout that game where my hand only had uninkable cards, because a lot of the cards, like both Hades are uninkable, the Lilos and the Maleficents are uninkable.
Yeah.
Lantern is uninkable, Rafiki is uninkable.
Yeah.
So I definitely took a risk knowing that my deck was full of uninkables.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but it performed how I wanted it to. I was nervous because early uh, you're very good at being able to keep my board clear.
Yeah. And it, I sort of, I got to a point where I was like, I need to play it safe.
Yep.
So I started the game with like Smash and I think two Stampede or something. I can't. What did I have? I had Smash and Fire the Cannons. I had two. Yeah, I started with Smash and Fire the Cannons.
Yep.
Um, and you started playing the small characters, and I was
Yep.
like, I don't want to use a Smash which does 3 damage to take out like a 1/1 because that
Right.
seems like a bad return on investment.
Sure.
I was like, it's an expensive card to play on something that I could take out with anything, which is why I played the Yargo, because I was like, he only does 1 damage, but it forces you to be taken out.
Yep.
And then it was that moment of realization about turn 3 or turn 4, and I was like, oh, hang on a second, he's playing Amber, and he's playing all villains. Like, I guarantee you, because I knew you had at least one gift set. I'm like, I
Right.
guarantee you there are Hades in this deck.
Yeah.
Then it was that point where I was like, do I hold on to things like Smash until Hades pops out? The problem with that being, if you never draw into Hades, I never play Smash on cards that I really need to get rid of.
Right.
And that was my difficulty taking on your deck, was it was like, I could hold on to those cards that are going to seriously damage Hades, but if you never draw Hades, then it's pointless, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Completely
So yeah,
understand what you're saying.
that is a great deck. I honestly, if I had those Hades, that is the kind of deck I would build. That's an amazing deck.
And it works
Um,
really well with, so one thing that I was going through the cards is trying to find which color has the most villains, because there's
yeah,
there's some colors that have a lot of villains and some that don't. And purple is perfect because it has two different Maleficents, it has Yzma, it has the Queen, it has three different Dr. Faciliers.
yeah,
Um, let's see who else is in here. And then, of course, the Hades, which is in amber.
yeah, yeah.
Jafar. There's a couple Jafars that are purple.
Course, yeah,
But as far as yellow goes, or amber, there is only one villain in all of amber, and that is
Oh, really?
the two
Just Hades.
Hades. Yep.
Yeah.
So you have to find a
Wow.
color that has a lot of villains to make
Lot.
up for the fact that amber doesn't, and so
Yeah.
amethyst is kind of perfect for that.
Yeah. 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 And I have to say, and we don't talk about this a lot, but we probably should. Like, on the Lorcana app, if you guys have the app at home on your phones, I don't know if you can have it for the tablet, but you can definitely get it on your phone. Um, like I have several decks that are built with cards I don't own yet, and that villains deck is definitely what I have a villains deck. There it is. Look at that. Um, I've got a villains deck ready to kind of once I have those cards, that is the deck we're going with. Yeah, loads and loads
Yeah,
of. No, I feel
you
like
can save decks, which is nice.
yeah, it's really cool. Like, yeah. Oh, you can't see my. There you go. You can't really see, but yeah, I have. You know, you have way more
Yeah.
decks than I do. But yeah, and I this app is really, really cool. I will say the fact that you get to catalog your entire collection in one place. The filters I find are really good as well for
Yeah,
like
the
knowing
filters
what
are
you own,
great.
what you don't own.
Yep.
If you head on over to our Patreon page, if you're Patreon members, we're going to be playing a game where we use commons and uncommons only as a special rule for a deck build. That was super easy to build in the app because you just select common, uncommon, boom, you're in.
Yep.
Because if I was building that like freehand, I just know that I'd accidentally like put an array, or I'd put in like, and we'd be halfway through the game, and be like, oh no, that
Yeah.
shouldn't be in that deck.
All of my deck
But yeah,
building is done through the app, which is crazy
yeah,
because I play a lot of different card games, and Lorcana is the only card game that has an app like that I play
yeah,
anyway. And so when I'm deck building with other games, I have to spread all of my cards out unless I use like a third-party deck builder, which doesn't work as well on the phone because all of those deck builders are usually web-based, and I'm not usually on my computer very much. So I love being able to just lay in bed or, sit on porcelain thrones and
Along
build
with
decks
the King of Olympus.
with me and the King of Olympus sit on our thrones while deck building.
Wow. Okay. So MVPs, you've got yours. I didn't play that much. I'm gonna give my MVP to Beast. So I know that he didn't do much. However, this is the first time I've been able to get Beast out. I've only got one of this card, which means it's a lot harder for me to get this onto the board when I play it. But the fact that it had Rush, then I could use the Scimitar to help. Maybe the Scimitar. Actually, I'm gonna double up. Let's see. Daddy Louie makes the graphics for us for our thumbnail stuff. Let's see how well he does. I'm gonna give a double up. I'm gonna give Beast with the Stolen Scimitar. We'll see how well you do there. But yeah, definitely Beast, and especially with that, just for the fact that I just could do 5 damage out to the gate to that Hades, which if it had been any other character, there are not a lot of characters that could have held up to a 5 out to the gate. Yeah, those are my MVPs. But that was a great game. That was excellent. I had so much fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it as well.
Great. Yeah. Okay, guys, so don't forget that we do Lorcana battles every Tuesday and Thursday on the YouTube channel. We do a special bonus Lorcana deck battle on our Patreon page, which if you head down to the description below, there's a link there. Click that link, it'll take you to our Patreon page, and you can sign up there and help support what we do there. And you get bonus content. There's like 4 games a month, and we stick some of the random stuff up there as well. For you guys to see. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we clock out?
Just like, comment, share, subscribe, do all of that fun stuff. Let us know if you're enjoying these, if you aren't enjoying these, what you enjoy, what you don't enjoy. We like to make content that you are going to watch and love. So let us know what you will watch and love. And thanks as always for your support.
From him, the man, the myth, the legend, the king of the porcelain throne, Daddy Louie. From myself, the very embittered Stolen Scimitar Beast, the Atomic Ninja G. You guys have been awesome, and this has been Disney Lorcana.